Okay. First attempt checking out a Bulgarian supermarket. Let's go. Okay, starting off in the fruit and vegetables section. I don't think Ivana and I will find any items here that are peculiar to us. It's all pretty familiar, although one thing we've noticed is the fruit and veg in Bulgaria are super delicious.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's the grocery store or whether it's the restaurant, they look great and they taste great. I mean, they just look awesome. Look, it's so nice, right?
Look how big it is.
I don't know if
Look at my hand.
I don't know if they got a special trick with the lights in here or what they're doing, but they look shiny and crispy and fresh. It looks good, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty consistent for all the veggies. They look like $1,000,000. Now, from the fruit and veg section, the first thing we see is this ground meat section, which seems to have pretty good prices,
Yeah.
as well as I would presume is pretty good quality and pretty fresh.
Yeah, I think this is pork. For 480 grams, it costs $3.35.
Pretty good price.
Yeah.
And I guess Bulgaria is the land of sausages, or at the very least tubular meat, because the far side of the fridge, all the way to just past where Ivana's standing, is all just different pre-packaged sausages and things of that nature, which are probably pretty good and fresh and tasty.
I think this is what is called the Elena. It might be wrong.
Okay.
But it's salted raw pork that has been cured and dried.
Okay.
Because during the Ottoman Empire, when they came here, they weren't allowed to sell pork. So this is how they.
So if you
managed
salt
to-
it, you can actually eat it even though it's raw.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe buy one. Could be yummy. Salted pork.
Sure.
Sounds good. And this type of meat I've actually seen before. I've even tried it before. It's meat in a tube, and the concept is you literally poke a hole in the tube and squeeze it, and meat squirts out. My friend Mike from Romania was eating this.
For a sandwich.
Yes,
Spread.
like sandwiches or with eggs or something. The taste is good actually, but something in my head, I have a phobia of squirting meat out of a tube.
Like
it's-
a spread, isn't it?
It's like a meat spread.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder, makes me nervous to be honest. But they have a whole bunch of it here. Tubular meats in Bulgaria. And they are selling big jugs of water here. But lucky for us, at our accommodation, you can drink the tap water. So even my weak stomach in our accommodation, I've been drinking ice cold tap water, just like I was back home in Canada. I absolutely love drinking tap water. So I'm not sure who's buying that water there, but in our place at least, you can drink tap water. Now here's the coffee section. We've been drinking Nova Brasilia, which I'm assuming means New Brazil, but pretty good sized coffee section from the end of the rack here, more or less down to the very end of the pillar there.
I don't see a lot of chai though.
Good point. We have left the land of chai. We're in the land of coffee now.
Yeah.
The Ottomans brought a lot of stuff. I guess they didn't bring chai too much. It didn't stick maybe, because all this is coffee, the whole section coffee, and only this small section for tea. So it's a good 4-to-1 coffee to tea ratio in the grocery store. Oh, and by the way, something is going on with these 2-liter plastic bottles of beer. I will admit I tried it. I was a bit nervous because it's a 2-liter plastic bottle of beer. In Canada, we do not have this. It's a bit gnarly for me. I didn't really love it, but I will admit that after the first 1.5 liters, I started really enjoying it. And imagine the price. 2 leva for 2 liters of beer. I mean, you're not gonna find a better deal anywhere else, provided you're okay with drinking a massive beer like this out of your blub, blub, blub plastic bottle. And a very good size mustard section. Not bad. 2 or 3 rows of mustard. Big fan. Now, in terms of bread, we've got the cheapest loaf here, like 166, and I think the most expensive one is around 275. leva, but at the restaurants they have really good fresh bread quite often. So I wonder if most people are buying from here rather than buying that sort of pre-packaged sliced bread. Oh, and they've even got some banitsa, which is like the Bulgarian borek. Really delicious pastry, usually with cheese and spinach inside, and quite yummy. And from the fresh bread, we come into the section of freshly prepared meat. They've got whole rotisserie chickens looking very good. The sausages look like $1,000,000, as well as kofte and what I would call kebab, although they might have a better Bulgarian name. And they're selling a little bit of everything here. Salads and lasagnas and rice. And believe it or not, one of the most famous dishes here in Bulgaria is actually this salad. Everyone's been recommending me try this salad. So stay tuned. We will go find some shopska salad, which is cucumbers, tomatoes, and cheese. But looks pretty fresh and delicious. And still more sausages. And believe it or not, from about here all the way down to the far end is all yogurt. Now, I will admit, when I told people I was coming to Bulgaria, 2 of the top most recommended dishes were shopska salad and yogurt.
Yes.
And I thought, if the 2 best foods in your country are salad and yogurt, the country got no good food. Now, that was wrong, because we've been here for a while and the food is very good.
Amazing.
So that was an ignorant opinion, but I was a bit thrown off because so highly recommended yogurt and salad.
Yeah, I think they got really good dairy products. Like the salad got the cheese, that that makes it.
Which I think is
really
actually
good.
right here. I think this is the cheese that they're going to use. You can see it does look like $1,000,000. It's kind of similar to the veggies, where they just have beautiful, fresh looking, sort of delicious and healthy looking, to be honest. And even some of the cheese has a Bulgarian flag on it. So I'm assuming this is like a source of national pride. Some of the cheese from the home country, you know?
Yeah. We'll try the local yogurt.
Local yogurt, sounds good. In fact, I think this is the biggest dairy section I've ever seen. From around this corner, all the way down to the end of the fridge. Just yogurt, cheese, milk, you name it. And I guess the grocery store, Billa, actually has some branded items, because I saw it back there with the olive oil, and here it is again with what I'm assuming is ajvar. Now, cue the part of the video where everyone from the Balkans begins to argue, because the lovely Ivana, who generally does not start fights, she has told me that Bulgaria has the best ajvar.
Yes, actually it's called something else here.
I mean this red pepper paste.
The red pepper and tomato and onion paste. But Bulgaria has the best one.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Did you hear that? That's the sound of thousands of people unsubscribing. Now, if you're interested, for anywhere from 17 to 28 leva, you can buy boiled meat in a jar. What do you say, Ivana? It looks good or it looks kind of gross? I mean, it's new for me. It's very unfamiliar. Boiled.
Like canned food, I guess.
It's like a canned food,
like
but
we
it's...
do canned food in Canada. We have canned food.
It's probably
like
tastes
that.
so good, but my phobia is going, oh my gosh, jarred meat looks a bit off, but it's probably good. Whoa. Something new. Hey, even some, what I would call compote.
Yeah.
We've had this in Poland. It's like a fermented fruit. I'm sure they have their own name in Bulgaria, but very nice drink actually. Wow, check it out. First time I ever saw that. $2.59 for 1.5 liters of Coke, and actually more expensive for Pepsi by 6 cents, but still more expensive for Pepsi. That's the first time I've ever seen that in our supermarket tours.
So got lemon flavor.
Lemon flavored Coke?
Might be good.
Maybe good. Now, this is just an entry-level analysis, just on our first experience in a supermarket, but it seems like shampoo, conditioner, quite expensive in Bulgaria. The fruit and veg and the meat was manageable, but some of the prices here are a lot, no? I mean, a small bottle of Head and Shoulders. It's a lot, no?
Yeah.
Could be wrong. Maybe this is the wrong store to buy shampoo, but on our first check, quite expensive. Now Ivana's got something here.
Exactly. Sounds so good.
This one sounds
melon mango.
very good. Minty melon mango.
Okay.
But let's check this out. Is this the 100% juice?
No.
Because quite often in Bulgaria they have 100% pure juice, no concentrate, no added sugar.
Yeah.
This one is just like a flavorful juice, okay. But something like this, for instance, 100% fruit content. It's quite nice. In Canada, it's probably 1% fruit content, 99% sugar. Although, we had to show you this. Could there be anything more interesting? Banana juice. Banana juice? I mean, banana milkshake, amazing. But banana juice? I mean, a carton of banana juice? That's something new for me. That is absolutely something totally new. I'd be inclined to buy a banana juice just to see.
I mean, probably tastes like smoothies, banana smoothies.
But it would be like a liquid. It wouldn't be like a thick. Oh, maybe it is thick. It feels kind of thick in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it is kind of like a milkshake, isn't it? Dairy-free milkshake. It's thick. Let's buy banana juice. Might be good.
No, I'll stick to my.
Okay, we'll go for the minty mango. And so, like I was saying earlier, I had to try the 2 liters of beer. I kind of love it, although it does feel a bit rough. But the price is unbeatable. 2 leva for 2 liters.
This is a local beer, right?
Local beer.
Local beer.
And if you think about it, 4 cans make 2 liters. The thing is, the cans all cost you almost the same price. Look, $2.60 for 1 can. Even Dab, 2 for 1 can. Even the cheap local beer is $1.50 for 1 can. So 2 liters, 2 leva, you can't beat it. I mean, you got to transfer it to a glass and keep it in the fridge and keep opening and closing, and you lose fizziness. It's not ideal, but 2 liters for...
Maybe if you're in a big group, big party.
This would be good if you just pour it out once.
Yes.
Pour 6 glasses would be the way to go. In Canada, we don't have this. I never saw. But kind of nice. Now, in terms of chips, nothing too special in terms of flavors. Salt, paprika, salt again, Heinz ketchup, which is probably super good, barbecue. So everything we've seen before. But the price is 4 leva for a small bag. Not so cheap.
No, not so cheap.
Not so cheap. Maybe Bulgarians are not eating too many chips because it doesn't seem like it's that big of a section, and the prices are not so good. What's the scale for?
I think to measure.
Oh, you pay for the chocolate by weight.
Yeah,
Is that right? You go like this?
by weight, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. Something new. All right, final review of the Bulgarian Superstore. The fruit and veg are super nice.
Yes.
The dairy section is massive. The beers are 2 liters, and the meat comes in jars. That's the whole scoop. And the shampoo is expensive.
Yes.
That's the whole scoop right there. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Later.